My name is Deborah Gill and I'm a research scientist at the University of Oxford, and I've been working with the genetic disease cystic fibrosis for probably about 15 to 20 years now, and I'm particularly interested in developing a gene therapy to cure certain aspects, in particular the lung aspects of this disease. When I was at school and I did A-level biology, I really had a great teacher who really inspired me. And when I went to university, I was lucky enough to have great lecturers who particularly enthused me about genetics. And I could see that there was huge potential for genetics. It was a brand new field at the time. It's so much more known these days about how you could use genes to influence the health of the population. And the opportunity in the work that I do now to actually make a difference to patients with any disease, not just cystic fibrosis, is incredibly rewarding. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease. It's caused by mutations in a gene called CFTR. CFTR gene encodes a protein which is required for normal function of the cell membrane. And what happens if there is a mutant CFTR protein is that the protein doesn't fold properly in the membrane. Now, its normal role is to act as a pore for chloride ions to move in and out of the cell. And if this doesn't happen, then the cell balance of ions and water is disrupted. And because this CFTR mutation and the CFTR protein is present in all of the cells of the body, it affects all of the organs, and each organ is associated with a different set of symptoms. You inherit one CFTR gene from your mother and one from your father. And if you're going to have CF, you need to have a mutant copy from your father and a mutant copy from your mother. Now, usually what happens is that neither the mother nor the father knows that they're carrying these mutations until they actually have a child with cystic fibrosis. In the UK currently, there are probably around 7,000 people who have the disease. However, it's extremely common to be a carrier of the disease. Probably about 1 in 20 people will carry the CFTR mutation. What this means is currently in a group of 20 people, one of you will be carrying the CF mutation. And what this means for the population as a whole is that something like 3 million people in the UK will be carriers of this disease. And if 2 of those people come together and have a child, they have a 1 in 4 chance of having a child with cystic fibrosis.